Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, watch Super Showdown last night there. I tried to watch it the first time. I take off from work early so I can watch this shit at 2 o'clock. Passed out on the motherfucker. Passed right out. Completely missed the 50-man battle royal, the main event. Okay. Watched it again at night. I wanted to see Goldberg Taker, so I suffered again through this crap. I get to the main event there. And I'm sure there's been lots of bad matches worse than this on the indies or God knows what there. I'm sure it's not the worst match of all time, okay? But for a pay-per-view main event there, this has to be the worst of all time. What else was worse than this? Even Sting and Jeff Hardy at TNA looked better than this there. But for WWE anyway there, for a pay-per-view main event, this has to be the worst. When Goldberg won 15-second matches last year, it was bad. They were like fake matches, just a throwaway fake match. You know what I mean? But this was just horrible. Beyond sane there. This was sick. Taking old men there. They're almost walking in crutches, for God's sakes. Goldberg still looks in shape or whatever there, but the Undertaker, he's almost walking with a walker at this point to the ring, let's be honest there. Taking these men that are very old, making him wrestle because of this Saudi Arabian money or whatever. You know what I mean? Two men who shouldn't wrestle. To take them and to make him wrestle because this prince wants it. And to risk their lives there. I find this very sick. You know what I mean? Very sick. The match is very slow. They're old. It's understandable that it's not the best, okay? Goldberg does this weird leg shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not horrible. At some point, Goldberg does the spear in the corner, Taker moves, Goldberg plants his head in the post, just pow, hard, okay? And he's gushing blood. This wasn't a blade job or whatever. He just somehow smashed his own head for real in the post. And just starts gushing blood. He says online, I guess he was knocked out after this. He thought he could continue the match, so they kept wrestling. Smashes his head. Blood is gushing. He's fucked. He's finished, okay? Goes to give before this, I believe it's before this. I don't fucking know. This was so bad. The Undertaker gives him a tombstone. People are blaming Taker for this. I'm not sure there, but usually when Taker grabs them for the tombstone, the other guy tucks his head in somehow so he doesn't get the head on the mat or whatever. But because Goldberg is all fucked up from knocking himself out, his head is just dangling there. He's not tucking his head in. The head is just loose. Goldberg's not doing what he's supposed to be doing on his end of things. He's just pretty much knocked right out upside down. His head's just dangling there. Taker nails the tombstone and holy fuck, he's lucky he's not dead. The head right on the mat there like vicious. Like a real tombstone is what he gave him because Goldberg didn't protect his head. Just a fucking nasty tombstone. Bam! damn, he could have died. If Goldberg was a normal man there, if he wasn't in tremendous shape, an athlete, all of this, he might be paralyzed. Like the head, the neck, holy fuck. Bam! Just vicious, nasty shit, man. I'm surprised he's not paralyzed after this. At some point, Goldberg gets him with a spear. He goes for the jackhammer and just completely fucks it up. And Undertaker lands right on his head. Again, it's head for head, you know what I mean? Just fucking drops him. It looked like a brain buster, but even worse. It's not the jackhammer. A complete botch of the jackhammer. Taker lands right on his fucking head. And again, 54 years old. They're not in shape for this anymore there. Goldberg couldn't wrestle for real last time. They had a good match. Brock against Goldberg at Mania. They did it decent somehow there. But this was not. This was bad. Goldberg was injured. He's not in shape for this anymore. Last time he blew his quads just going in the ring and walking around. He blew his quads. What the fuck is this? You know, you need a young guy in there to make him look good. You know what I mean? But goddamn, Taker lands right on his head from the fucked up jackhammer. At some point, Goldberg picks him up for the tombstone, and I guess Taker was gonna reverse it. Boom, 1, 2, 3. That looks like it was probably what was gonna happen, but Goldberg picks him up for the tombstone, and they just fell. Goldberg just fell back. And Undertaker just fell on top of him and kind of rolled over him and fell on the side there. Just bad. Just looked really... I don't want to laugh there because it sucks. These old men have to get hurt like this, you know what I mean? But goddamn, it just looked bad. Picks him up like this and just boom. Falls back. Taker lands on the ground. It's just embarrassing, it is. You know what I mean? For both of them, they both look bad because of this. The company looks fucking bad and sick. It's like taking two old men in a retirement home and forcing them to fight for money or something. That's how bad it is. You feel bad for them, you know? And after this horrible botch, like the botch of all botches there, Taker just finishes the match quick because obviously the finish can't be performed. Just grabs him by the neck and gives him a god-awful looking chokeslam. Like, chokeslam, you pick him up, boom. This, it's like, you know, Goldberg couldn't even jump in the air, and then she just lifted his legs a bit and took the fall. Just like... horrible, and then 1, 2, 3, that's how it ended, you know. It's gotta be the worst pay-per-view match of all time. You know, people are saying it was hot there. It was apparently over 100 degrees in the arena. They're old. They're not in shape anymore. You know, there's all kind of excuses, but for fuck's sakes, you gotta blame somebody for this. Blame WWE at least for taking two men that are way too old for a match like this. They're, you know, with big, dangerous moves, stuff like this. Somebody's gotta be blamed because it was bad. It was the worst match. One of the worst matches I've ever seen. It makes McMahon look like a sick fuck. I mean, what's next there? McMahon, we want Taker versus Macho Man next year. Bring us Taker and Macho Man. You know, Macho Man died. Bring him anywhere. You know, Vince next year, he's gonna go to the cemetery with a shovel. He's gonna dig up the grave of Macho Man himself there. They're gonna bring the casket in the ring. Place the casket in the ring. Taker's gonna come out with a walker. And he's just gonna lie on top of the casket, 1, 2, 3 kind of deal. Oh, what a great match! Macho Man Undertaker! You know, what the fuck is this there? Clearly, you know, this Matt Riddle guy, he says, you know, he makes a video, Goldberg, you're the worst wrestler in the industry, bro. Shit like this, you know, Goldberg. You know, he was never the best wrestler, that's obvious there, but goddamn, right now they're just too old. I'm sure this could have been good. It sucks, because this could have been a big, good match back in the day there, you know what I mean? This could have been something, but fuck. You know, taking Goldberg, he looks like he's in good shape, but his body is old. He's beat up. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. McMahon is a little sick for putting them out there without a young wrestler to do all the big moves, shit like this. Just take 2 old men that are out of their element now there and making them wrestle like this. It was bad, man. Horrible botches. They putting their lives at risk there. Goldberg has a concussion or something. He was all fucked up. And having him continue the match, the ref should have done something. I don't fucking know what they could have done there, but this was the worst pay-per-view match for WWE ever. Straight the fuck up. This is sad that it happened. It made no sense to do this just because of money. You know, what if one of them would have died in the ring? Could have happened. Could have broke his neck right there on television. Sick. Very fucking sick that this happened. You know, one of the worst matches ever. Straight up, man. Like, WWE is fucked up. Fucked up hard for putting this shit out there. You know what I mean? Like, they have no faith in their wrestlers there. They can't tell this prince or whoever's giving him money for these shows, hey, you know, Taker's a little bit old. Do you like one of our newer wrestlers or whatever? They could have had this Mansoor guy in the main event or something there to make them happy. I don't know there. Anything but this. This was just fucking sick. It is what it is. Worst match ever, you know. Fucking shit, man. It's Goldberg, you know, fucked up. It's not his fault. He hit his head. Stuff like this there. The man was never good, but goddamn, it's the WWE's fault for doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's their fault. Goldberg, you know, he's old, for God's sakes. How can Goldberg be blamed for this, really, there? You know what I mean? It's WWE deserves full blame for taking a man that, you know, with no preparation, he's old, you bring him out there, he got hurt last time, very, you know, just from doing simple shit, he got hurt. Clearly not ready for this kind of match. Put him out there for money. Could have fucking got killed with the tombstone. It's fucked up. WWE deserves the full blame for this. I'm not sure if people are gonna stop watching after this, but goddamn, you know what I mean? It's just very sick. Very fucked up and sick, you know what I mean? Yeah, very bad. One of the worst matches ever. Until next time, peace. I was in shock watching this shit. Horrible. Beyond horrible. Peace.